So we've got about 10 minutes, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants an audio thing from you.
Saying to him, said, "Oh, you must miss Germany, you know, growing up there." He's like, "No, not really." What part of Germany are you from? He's like, "I'm not from there, I'm from Belgium." He didn't suss it out until I was out of the car asking him, "What is this and why are they filming?" He was like, "Oh, they're just filming." I literally ripped her off before he was like, "You bastard."
Yeah, cool. So we
Yeah,
get
we might as
anything
well.
at the top, because there's probably going to be quite a lot at the top, isn't there?
Yeah.
The last race in Austria, we did not see you. You were so far out, absolutely. Can I assume that you were eager to add it to your tally? What's your take on this sprint race weekend we're about to have? Is that something you'd enjoy, having George Russell as a teammate? Or do you think it's worth asking the George one, though?
It's a little bit oily in here, but all the glue's out. At the start it was funny, and then I was worried at the end you were actually getting mad.
Yeah.
You can blame PC as well, because he had a bit of input. Originally
Did
I
he?
was going to make
Oh
PC
my
drive,
God.
but he was too obvious.
Yeah, he couldn't sell either. He doesn't have the range.
No, for sure.
Just
I would have
should know
recognized DC
immediately.
straight away
Yeah.
with his behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You should have pushed it a little further.
I felt I was right on the
I would
cusp.
have told you, like, you know what? No, just turn around and we'll go to the hotel instead.
But see, the thing is, you
But you
You
take
were-
out the road map. I was like, oh my God. I was like, how easy is it to get like Google Maps running?
Well, that's why I said at the start. I said
Yeah.
no sat nav required, Max, because you know it's all up here.
I was like,
And you were like-
trying to be nice. I was like, yeah, sure. No, it's very important to.
But you were very, very nice all the way through it, which is why I didn't want to push any further, because I felt like, I feel bad doing it. I didn't realise he's mega pissed off. He hit it really well. I thought, wow.
I mean, I don't get angry very quickly. But if I
Clearly.
do get angry, then yeah. So I was just trying to hide. I was just trying to hide it, trying to be nice.
I can't believe he thought there was a bomb under the car.
I walked out of the car. I was
I
like,
was thinking, what's he
not
doing? He
staying
did
in
it.
this car alone, and you just like
Man.
just walking off. I was like,
Oh, thanks, Kirst.
I'm still too close to the car if it explodes. So I was just trying to walk off.
Oh, Max, that was awesome. All right. Okay, F1, here we go. What a season you're having, Max. It must feel like a dream come true.
Sorry, I'm
Are you still thinking about the taxi drive?
It's not going to be in this.
It will, I don't know if it'll be on the same day.
Okay,
Separate
alright, let's
VTs,
just-
but yeah. I'll start again. What a season you're having. It must feel like a dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, we wanted this for a long time, and you know, to be able then to have a season like we're having for now, for the moment. Yeah, it's what everyone wanted, you know, over here, and of course we're not even halfway, so there's still a long way to go. But yeah, so far I'm very happy.
A lot of happy people in that building. You say that,
Just staring. Maybe Christian is watching.
is he up there in the windows?
He must be.
Is that what
around.
his office is, just here?
Yeah, we have some fireworks. Maybe we can just shoot it through them.
Let me point this out. It's worth pointing out. You say, well, there's a lot of the season left yet, which is fair enough. Of course there is. But you're leading the championship by 32 points. I don't know if you know, but that margin, anybody who's had that in the past has never lost the championship. A 32-point lead has always resulted in winning the championship.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think. I think the gap is a bit bigger than it should have been. I mean, we just had a lot of good races, and I think in terms of competitiveness, we are closer than the 32 points because you know it has been a bit in touch, and we have been ahead for sure in Austria. Our car was really good there, but for example in France, I mean, we won it with 2 laps to go, so or 1.5 laps. So it's a bit misleading. That's why, you know, I'm of course very happy where we are, but I also know there are a few tough tracks coming where I know that Mercedes are going to be strong. I mean, they have been strong all season, just not entirely on a street circuit or in Austria.
Well, maybe Austria, the last Austria, was a little misleading because it was so commanding. I mean, your performance, we didn't see you the entire race. Watching it on the box, you know, you were just out front, completely unchallenged.
Yeah, but then again, you know, Lewis got damage around the stop, so then of course naturally afterwards it's easier to pull away.
Nice
but,
to get the Grand Slam though, you know, the win, the pole, fastest lap and led every lap. Is that something you care about?
If it happens, it happens. I'm happy, of course, to win and then, of course, score the extra point, because that's what counts. I mean, a Grand Slam at the end of the day, you know, it doesn't mean anything. Same as a pole position. It just makes sure that you start at the best possible position for the race where you score the points.
The British Grand Prix weekend, this weekend. Last year you won the Silverstone 70th anniversary Grand Prix, so technically you haven't won the British Grand Prix.
I was at Silverstone though.
I know it's all a bit silly, but still, are you eager to add to your tally that British Grand Prix winner Max Verstappen tagline?
Well, I think it doesn't. I think it's just a great weekend. You know, there are so many fans normally. That's why last year there were 2 races but no fans.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing track. We know, of course, the British fans, they love motor racing in general, and you could really miss, you know, the atmosphere. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to go back there. Of course, the whole weekend format is a bit different as well, and just see the fans. I mean, I know, of course, they will be supporting Lewis and George and Lando a bit more, but that's natural and that's normal and that's fine for me. But yeah, it's always a cool place to be.
I suppose you did have that moment in Austria where the Orange Army turned up. Just incredible. It was funny, I was talking to Mark Webber the other day, and he was doing some filming at the Red Bull Ring recently at the start of this week, and he said that your fans, no word of a lie, were leaving on the Wednesday. So you finished your race Sunday, they stayed Monday, Tuesday, left on the Wednesday.
Probably that's when they finally recovered from all the drinking.
That's what I'm thinking. But I just think that's the passion there, that's extraordinary. Those guys, they go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they also just made it like a holiday, you know, so they go away for like a week, they see the Grand Prix, then they stay for a few more days, have a good time around in the mountains. So it's great if you can combine it.
Fair play, they're a great bunch. You touched on it a moment ago. We're having our first sprint race weekend at the British Grand Prix. What are your thoughts? Excited? What's your take on it?
To be honest, I'm very open. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. I like that we have a bit less practice, you know, before we have to head into qualifying. I'm always for that. But yeah, if the racing is going to be good, I don't know. I guess time will tell, and I'm just very open-minded about it.
Do you think it'll be an advantage for you or Lewis?
Depends which car is the fastest. That's going to be the advantage.
I knew you were going to say that. All right. Dr. Helmut Marko, this intrigued me, recently said that if Mercedes don't snap up George Russell at the end of the season, then Red Bull will be taking a long, hard look at the young Brit. How does Max Verstappen feel about that? Would you like George Russell as a teammate?
For me, it doesn't matter who I have as a teammate. I always believe in myself, and I'm confident that I can always do a good job, you know, so it doesn't matter who they put alongside me.
Just going to destroy them no matter who it is?
Don't want to say that, but I know that it's good, you know, to have a challenge, but I'm also very happy with Checo at the moment as a teammate. You know, he's doing a great job. I think the second race in Austria, he was very unlucky, of course, because once he was off the track and then coming back, he was in this DRS train and difficult to pass. But I think he has shown before, like the races before, that, you know, he's a great addition to the team, and you know, it's very important to have both cars, you know, to score the points. So.
I mean, that's hugely important. I imagine it's quite important for you to have a teammate that you really get on with and enjoy their company, because, you know, Checo's such a lovely guy. Everybody loves Checo. It's got to be a fun thing.
No, I mean, I think what is important is to have the team just working together, like fully, both sides. Okay. I don't even call it sides, because in our team there are no sides. It's just one whole team. So.
Nice. Have you let yourself daydream about what it will feel like to become a world champion in 2021, potentially?
I never do that. I don't know. I do my thing during the weekend in F1, but then when I get home, I'm also busy with other stuff. I'm dreaming more about different kind of setups I need to test on my simulator at home, preparing my sim race as well.
But the other dreams specifically are still Formula One. You're not dreaming about anything else but F1?
I don't dream about F1 too much, no. I mean, I know that's what I have to do during the weekends, but then once I'm home, I enjoy my time at home as well. Of course, I stay in touch with everyone and important things, and I do the simulator, you know, to make sure that you're ready for the next race. But I don't particularly have dreams about Formula One, so yeah, I don't know, maybe that's boring, but...
Well, no, it's practical. I think it's a good mindset.
It's just, I always said F1 is one part of your life, and whatever happens in F1 shouldn't define what happens. You know, it shouldn't define you when you get back home. So let's say you have a bad race, you shouldn't be grumpy at home. And that's how I approach it. Also, you know, when I win a race, for example, and I come back home, I'm not gonna be like super happy suddenly and crazy partying. You know, that happened. I just focus ahead to the next race. But once I'm at home, I'm busy with other stuff.
Are you enjoying this rivalry between you and Lewis Hamilton? Does it get you pumped, or is it a distraction? What is it to you?
No, well, I think of course people always hype it up a bit, but I think it's just really cool that we are able to fight in two different cars against each other for the championship instead of always one team, and then you just have a teammate battle. And you know, Lewis, I think, is one of the best drivers in F1, you know, that F1 in general has ever seen. And to be able to fight against him is really nice. And I think you've seen in the fights we've had so far, of course we race really hard but fair, I think. And I think that's what everyone wants to see, and that's what I hope, of course, we can do for a long time, at least another 2 years after this. And I don't know what Lewis is going to do after, but no, it's great. I'm, you know, at the end of the day, if it would be, you know, Lando, for example, or George in that same car, it's still the same feeling.
Okay.
But it's just great, you know, to have two teams.
But you know, I suppose the difference is that it's, you know, it's Hamilton, the guy's like iconic, 7-time world champion. And I know you're very laid back about it, but us fans, we kind of imagine you looking into a mirror, screaming Hamilton, smashing it. Just that this is what this is what we picture. Like your every thought is consumed. Must beat him.
No, because it's so, like, in F1 there are so many good drivers, but some of them, they never get the opportunity to actually show how good they are. So yeah, I rate Lando and George, for example, also very high compared to them. I'm just now talking about British drivers, of course.
Yeah, which we appreciate that.
But yeah, like I said, I really have a lot of respect for Lewis, and it's great to be able to race against him, especially he's in the sport already for so long. He has a lot of experience, and it shows. I mean, he has definitely won the championships on merit. I mean, he always did beat his teammate. I always said, of course, you know, when you put another very good driver in it, they would probably win the championship as well, but not, I think, in the same fashion as he has done, because he's just always been super consistent. He stayed out of trouble, and that's also a quality of a world champion.
Absolutely. Well, takes one to know one.
I don't know.
Max, you're a very impressive young man. Go well at the British Grand Prix.
Thank you.
Are you okay? Do you want me to call you a taxi or anything?
No, I'm good with taxis for now.
You're done for a while.
Getting out of this taxi, and then he's asking me, what is this? I'm like, just
None
give
of
me
your
my
business.
stuff. No, I'm picking up kittens on Monday.
Oh, nice.
So
you're going to become a cat person?
I always have been. I mean, when I grew up at home, we had 5 cats, 4 dogs, a bird.
That's a lot of... What type of bird?
a cockatoo.
Oh, okay. Man, that's a lot of animals to have in the house.
Yeah, my dad loved it. He just rocked up with new animals, and then
Fantastic.
my mom was like, "Oh, great! I'll have to take care of it then." Yeah. No, it's fun though, growing up with animals.
I love a cat. We got a couple of dogs ourselves, but I do also love cats. I think they're fantastic.
It's different. I mean, you can't compare a dog with a cat. I mean, a dog is of course more loyal.
Yeah.
A cat sometimes doesn't give a.
Absolutely, they got their own thing going on. I respect
leave me
that.
alone, but it's quite. I find it fascinating how they are. You know, climbing and really.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Athletic, you know.
Yeah,
but I have to be careful because I live on the 8th floor.
Oh,
so I have to close off the balcony because they don't know there is a big drop.
But
so.
see, this is what having animals does. You're already altering your life for them.
8th floor, it's quite high.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Can they go out? No.
Well, on a leash. You can it's so funny in Monaco, the amount of people I see with a cat on a leash.
Really?
Walking them. Yeah, because
You're not
they
gonna
live
do
in
that,
an apartment. Well, I will go with them, and then maybe, you know, you can just let them go off. But
take them to the park, throw them some sticks.
Yeah. Catching the cat is maybe a bit harder.
Yeah. Have you picked any names yet?
Yeah.
What have we got?
Jimmy.
Nice.
Because you got Jimmy's in Monaco, the club. So Jimmy.
Nice.
Then you got Sass. So we call the female Sassy.
Perfect. Party cats.
Yeah.
Max, thank you, man. Perfect. Awesome. Brilliant. Look at that.
Great.
We certainly have eked a lot of Max Verstappen out of this day. Fantastic.
Lovely stuff.
Thank you. Bonnie, good job with the makeup. Thank you.
Yeah. I had no clue, like nothing. It's like looking at your hair. It's like, I think you might need a shower. I will never forget the scene. You go and take a pit. You're like, I was like, why are you walking like that? Like, who walks like that? Yeah, I really didn't trust it.
That's so good, man.
Very rare that I jumped out of a car thinking there was something going on. Yeah.